To the investigation now. The suspected killer, Robert Bowers, was injured during a gunfight with police before he surrendered.
Federal charges have been filed against him. He is facing a total of 29 counts, and he could face the death penalty. Andy Sheehan is here with more. Andy.
Susan, Robert Bowers was a loner who, failing to make his mark in life, decided instead on the infamy of becoming a mass killer, perpetrating one of the deadliest hate crimes in U.S. history.
You never knows what goes on behind closed doors, and that's so true.
What emerges from the few who knew Robert Bowers is the profile of a lone wolf who would amass a private arsenal while living a secret life of hate, anti-Semitism, and wild conspiracy theories. Bowers grew up here in this house in this quiet neighborhood in Baldwin, first with his mother and when she passed, his grandfather. Neighbors say he lived a solitary and unremarkable life with few, if any, friends.
Never saw any kids, never saw them with anybody.
A 1990 graduate of Baldwin High School, he kicked around South Hills towns working as a laborer and more recently a truck driver. There are anecdotal stories about him getting into bar fights, but he has no criminal record, only a record of lacking an inspection sticker in Cranberry. And federal investigators want a more complete picture.
We continue to conduct interviews, scrub social media, review possible surveillance camera video, and exploit digital media to determine how and why Bowers committed this terrible act.
In posts on Gab.com, he displays virulent anti-Semitism, including this one just before the massacre, decrying a Jewish refugee organization as bringing invaders in to, quote, slaughter our people. Inside the synagogue, according to the criminal complaint, Bowers told one police officer, "They're committing genocide against my people. I just want to kill Jews." And Bowers repeated comments regarding genocide, his desire to kill Jewish people, and that Jewish people needed to die. He came armed with an AR-15 assault rifle and 3 Glock handguns. Congressman Mike Doyle tells me the FBI confirmed to him that Bowers possessed a total of 21 legally registered firearms. Mayor Peduto described him as an unhinged individual who should never have had that kind of weaponry.
We're dealing with irrational behavior. There is no way that you can rationalize a person walking into a synagogue during services and taking the lives of 11 people.
Now, the FBI is putting all this information together along with their crime scene investigators to build a federal case against Robert Bowers. He will be prosecuted under hate crime statutes and could face the death penalty. Andy Sheehan, KDKA TV News. We'll be right back.